So you see this in many, many categories. You see this happening actually in all kinds of maturing markets where companies, I'll give you a simple example also, branded, since many of you have brands and brand is very important and I understand the importance of brand, let me give you an example of a very brand sensitive business, the TV industry. It turns out that for the longest time, people were very brand sensitive in the purchase of television because you put the television in the living room and you want to show everybody also, kind of like, it's like a piece of, showing that I can afford to buy a nice TV. So 5 companies own the TV market in the US. Sony, Panasonic, Sharp, Toshiba, and Samsung. And Samsung only got in the last 10 years. Just to give you perspective, after all these years, Sony has a 12% market share in the US market. Okay? Very competitive business. In the last 3 years, out of nowhere has come a competitor with zero marketing advertising spend, almost zero. Okay? Does not even manufacture itself. It outsources it to factories in Taiwan. And has its company and has captured 11.5% market share. It's a company called Vizio. Vizio does not make the best TVs in the world. They don't claim to make. They don't say, I am Sony. I am as good as Sony. No, they're not saying I'm as good as Sony. But they're not that bad either. And all their promotional pitch to the marketplace is, I offer you good enough. I'm not offering you the best, I'm offering you good enough. So if you look at many of the store brand private labels emerging, if you look at Target, which is the second largest discount retailer in the US after Walmart, Target has launched 2 store brands. One is called Market Pantry and one is called Archer Farm. The Market Pantry is unabashedly what they call the good enough brand. You are not offering the best product. You're offering something that is good enough. And Archer Farms is their premium brand. And the good enough is very interesting. They have also picked which categories are customers willing to buy good enough in. You see, people are not willing to buy good enough in every category. So when it comes to meats, people want to buy premium. They value premium in certain things. But in other things, staple things, people are very comfortable buying good enough. So you have to ask the question that, do I have to be the best in everything, or can I actually be offering good enough in some things? Where is the customer resonating with good enough? Remember, Vizio came out of nowhere to be almost as big as Sony. And it's unabashedly a price play, that I'm offering you something that at a reasonable price. So, moving along, so as I said to you, in a market that is kind of down, you always ask the question, how can I be different? What makes me unique? How can I actually be distinctive in the market? So I'd like to share with you 3 things, and they are not mutually exclusive. But there are 3 fundamental things that really drive uniqueness in the marketplace. The first one is what we call good old-fashioned product differentiation. I offer a unique product. If you think about it, companies like Gillette have done this forever. Every couple of years, shove another blade in the razor, raise the price. Okay, and trying to drive value. Personally, with 6 blades in a vibrating razor, I'm done. No more new blades, no more new razors for me. Unless there's some radical new change in the shaving technology. But many companies drive uniqueness through product. But there's a second one. Excuse me. A second one is what I call customer management. This is based on the premise that what drives uniqueness to me or for me is the relationships I have with my customers. So the uniqueness comes out of my ability to connect and maintain relationships to key customers. It's different from the first one. The first one is all about product. The second one is all about relationship.